If you know me, I was a huge Halo fan. I've been playing Halo since the original Xbox back in 2001, although I probably shouldn't have at the age that I was. The whole reason I wanted an Xbox 360 and an Xbox One when growing up was to play games like Halo. To play Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 4, all of those titles, all the classics. It was the only shooting game that I felt was worthy enough of my time and my investment. I love sci-fi, and as much as I love Star Wars, at least did, it gave a different take on military sci-fi that wasn't just the overly goofy futuristic style. Fast forward to 2020 with the release of Halo Infinite. Now this was a game I was waiting for a very long time, and I played for a very long time. I was in it through the thick of it, through the worst of it. When all my friends had abandoned this game, and they asked why I still played, I said I play it because it's still Halo, and I know they're gonna fix it. I know in my heart they're going to fix it. Move the clocks a little bit till just this past summer. We had probably the best year for the entire game to date. Infection was fantastic. Everything that update brought, including Firefight, updates to Forge, it was fantastic. But there's something odd going on with the franchise, and I think I don't want to say it's franchise fatigue, but rather, I don't know, I expected more. So let me give you some context. Classic Halos had Forge on release. Classic Halos had as many game modes as they could think of at launch, along with a campaign and free range customization. Now with Halo Infinite, I was willing to let them do what they wanted to do and just enjoy the product they were creating, because they weren't trying to remake a Halo game, they were trying to make a new one. And that's fair. What I noticed, though, is that by the time Season 1 was roughly half over, I was quite bored with the experience waiting for the next season. Season 2 came around, and for the first 2 weeks, I was so hyped. I was like, oh my god, it's a new season, finally, new stuff. And then it fell off again. And then we had that season for almost a year. And when we got all these newer updates, as much content as they were adding, as much content as I wanted to try out, I realized I stopped having fun. Halo stopped being about fun a long time ago. And at some point, it just became a grind because, I have to because it's Halo. Fast forward to about December last year. I think I'm like just past the first diamond rank on online multiplayer rankings, and Firefight came out, and I'm playing Firefight trying to grind up my career rank, and I realize I'm not playing Firefight because it's out and it's new. I'm playing it just to rank up. But why am I ranking up if I'm only playing this and I'm not having fun? So I go back to Husky Raid. Well, I'm not enjoying myself on Husky Raid either, with how every match ends with an entire team rush of hammers. That's why I stopped playing that, but what about everything else? Well, the desync issues, the horrible social-based matchmaking issues with imbalanced skill level teams. Okay, well, why am I not playing custom browser? Well, a lot of custom browser games, they don't stay up for longer than 5 minutes. You'll be in a giant public match, and then typically the host will leave after a few minutes, and then that person will either kick a bunch of people or the same things happen. And I've come to realize Halo Infinite as an experience isn't fun anymore. I don't care what kind of keys they jingle in front of me with Spirit of Fire, Mark IV armor. I do not care. And quite frankly, I'm starting to find it hard to go back and enjoy the older games too. Maybe it is franchise fatigue. Maybe it's realizing all good things need to come to an end. Realizing that maybe if we just stopped and gave this series time it needs to be needed again, time it needs away from the public eye, go a whole couple years without any news about Halo. And that's what they initially did from 5 to Infinite. They initially spread that time out to work on this project, and we were all so fucking excited. And then they all let us down. The amount of copium I had for Halo Infinite, I don't think I coped for anything to succeed harder than I did that. I wanted something to be so good. I convinced myself. I have over 500 hours of playtime on that thing on Steam. I only recently uninstalled it because I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. I don't want to play anymore. And then the next day they came out with this update. Was I tempted to get it again? Of course. Am I gonna actually play it? No. I've realized the amount of money the cosmetics were, the money that I spent on this game for the enjoyment, was money I could have put somewhere else. And I am done. I'm done with Halo. I think it's time to cease the franchise, personally, or at least give it a long break. I don't think I'll ever go back, unless it's for nostalgia, and even then, not for long. Maybe an hour. But let me know what you guys think. You guys Halo Infinite fans, or are you guys Halo fans in general? Let me know in the comments below. It sucks being a Halo fan. It really does.